Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will start from customer adjustments. Go to customers, transactions, customer adjustments. In practical situations, sometimes you need to increase or decrease your customer balances, or sometimes uh, due to user transaction or data entry error, you need to adjust your customer balances. In that case, you can use this customer adjustments. Okay. Now from here, you can increase or decrease your customer balance, and you can select a affecting account. You can add customer adjustments by clicking this add customer adjustment. From here, you can increase or decrease your customer balances by selecting an affecting account. And journal entries will be if you are increasing customer balances, your trade receivables or customers will debit, and by affecting account will credit. And if you are decreasing your customer balances, or by customer adjustment you are decreasing customer balance, this affecting account will be debit, and your trade receivable will credit. Okay, like that, these journal entries will pass in the system. Okay, you can enter customer adjustments from customers transactions, customer adjustments. There are two options: add customer adjustment and quick entry grid. First we will check add customer adjustment. First, you need to select your customer. After you select your customer, system will display customer balance. Now, if you want to increase your customer balance, from effect, you can select increase. And if tax uh, available for this transaction, you can select tax, or without tax also, you can process the transaction. After that, you can select by affecting account. Now, sometimes if it is you are entering this customer adjustment because of customer or user mistake, you can select that correct GL account from here. Next, reference. You can enter a reference number to identify this transaction, and this document number will generate from the system. You can set these document numbers from customer settings, document and statements, document numbers. From here, you can set the customer adjustment number. You can enter that amount you want to adjust, and if taxes available, system will calculate the tax. And under description and comment, you can enter description and comments. After that, you can select the transaction date. And if you want to allocate to your analysis code, such as your branch, department, cost centers, you can select analysis code by clicking this analysis code link. From this drop down menu, you can select your analysis codes. After that, you can process this transaction. Next, now if you want to decrease your customer balance, you can select decrease from this effect, and you can select taxes available and by affecting account. And if you are decreasing your customer balances, system will display unpaid invoices. Okay, now previously, when you are increasing the balance, system will not display unpaid invoices. But if you are select decrease, system will display unpaid invoices. Now from here, if you want to allocate, you can allocate to your unpaid invoices. Right here also you can enter reference number, amount, description, comments, and date, and you can select analysis code. And if you want to allocate to invoices, you can allocate from here. By taking these unpaid invoices, you can allocate this amount to unpaid invoices. If you haven't allocated, you can view the unallocated amount, and also without allocating also, you can process this transaction. Like that, you can enter your customer adjustments. Click customer adjustment. Select your customer. You can select effect, increase customer balance or decrease customer balance. Select tax type. Select by affecting account, which account you need to process that transaction. Enter reference number, amount, exclusive amount. If taxes available, system will calculate inclusive amount. You can enter description, comments, and date. And if you are using analysis code, you can select analysis code. And if you select decrease, system will display unpaid invoices. From here, you can allocate your invoices. After that, you can process this transaction. Right. After you enter customer adjustments, you can view that list of customer adjustments. From here, you can customize your grid. You can tick required columns, and you can untick if you want to remove any column. And you can sort this list by ascending or descending order by clicking these headings. And you can search any transactions. You can filter transactions. And if you want to sort multi-column sorting, you can sort. Right. Like that, you can enter customer adjustment. Okay. Now you can practice, or you can enter few customer adjustments. You may use these customer adjustments after your audit or after you reconcile your customers. Sometimes you may need to change that customer balances. In that case, you can use this customer adjustments. From customer adjustments, you can increase or decrease your customer balances. Right. Next, we will move to the next option, quick integrate. Now, when you click this add customer adjustment, at one time you can enter only one customer adjustment. But if you select this quick integrate, you can enter more than one adjustment. And also you can import from a CSV file to the system of your customer adjustments. Okay, now previously we have entered only one transaction at one time, but here you can enter more than one transaction. First, you need to select the date, then you need to select effect, and you can select the customer. You can enter reference and description. Select tax type, enter amount, and you can select the by affecting account. From here, you can scroll right side and you can select your analysis codes. And also next line, if you have more than one line, you can enter those customer adjustments in one screen. Like this, you can enter your customer adjustments and you can process. And also if you have any foreign customers, you can enter that foreign customers customer adjustments, and when you select that foreign customer, that customer's currency will display here. And you can enter the exchange rate. Like that, you can enter more than one customer adjustment from this quick entry grid. Next, if you want to view previous transactions, by ticking this show previous adjustments, you can select date range and you can refresh. Then those transactions will display. And also, if you want to import customer adjustments, by clicking this import button, you can import. You can download a sample or format. You can view some example, or you can download an example and you can fill your You can fill your customer adjustments to that CSV file and you can import. From here, you can enter your adjustments and you can import to the system. Right, now you can enter customer adjustments by using quick entry grid. You can practice how to import customer adjustments. You can download that CSV file format and you can fill your adjustments into that CSV file and you can import to the system. Okay, you can enter customer adjustment from customers, transactions, customer adjustments, and there are two tabs: add customer adjustment and quick integrate. If you are enter only one customer adjustment, by clicking add customer adjustment, you can enter that customer adjustment. And if you want to enter more than one customer adjustment, you can use quick integrate. Right. Next, this bad debt relief and bad debt recovered, it's not applied for Sri Lanka. Therefore, we will move to customer reports. Okay, you can generate different customer reports from here, and you can change in your filters. You can generate different kind of customer reports. First, we will go to customer statement run. Now, when you are creating customers, there's option statement distribution method. There are 4 distribution method: none, print, email, print and email. Based on this distribution method, you can send your customer statements to your customers. Okay? You can select customer from here. You can select active, inactive customers, and you can select customer categories. You can select date range, and there are few options. You can change these options, and you can run a customer statement run. Now, if you want to send periodic customer statements, by selecting customers, you can send customer statements to your all customers. Okay, you don't now, for an example, sometimes that customers will ask customer statement, their purchases, payment details from you. In that case, you can use this customer statement run, and very easily you can send their transaction statement. And from here also you can add document messages based on customer outstanding balances. These messages will display in the statement. Okay, we will run a statement. Now you can select customer, one customer, or you can select range of customers. So if you don't select any customer, system will display all customers. So you can select active or customer categories, and from statement options you can select monthly, or you can select date range, and we will first run this report, and after that we will discuss these options. Okay, by clicking next. There are also options: choose how to distribute your customer statement, print an email, print per customer setting, print as customer setting, and email as per customer setting. So you can design this signature from here, this customer statement run. And you can run this customer statement run. First, we will preview this report. Now here you can see you are about to distribute statements. One customer in statements will be emailed. We will take a preview of this statement. Okay, you can view customer transactions. And now here this customer has 120 plus outstanding invoices. When you are setting your statement messages, you can set messages if customer is in current period. You can set a message, and if it is they have more than 30 days outstanding, you can set a message, and in 60 days you can set a message. Like that you can set a message, and based on their customer outstanding, this message will display. Okay, now here we have set messages for current period, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. So based on that number of days, this message will display here. Right. Next, there are a few options. Show balance brought forward. If you take this option, this as at this date, customer balance will display as customer brought forward, balance brought forward. Next, if you take this option, exclude fully allocated invoices, fully allocated invoices will not display in the statement. And if you take show details, then system will display with that line items. Now we'll take another statement. We'll take this show detail. Right now you can see this that line item also display here. Okay, now you can see previously it's accounting services. Now under description it will display tax invoice. Next, use foreign currency. If you want to display the transactions in customers currency, you can take this use foreign currency. Next, exclude customers where balances are zero. If customer balance is zero, if you want to exclude, you can take this option. Then for zero customers, system will not send statement. And if customer has negative balances, then if you take this option, system will not send customer statement for that negative balance customers. And there's another option, less than. If you take this option and you can enter amount here, and below this amount customers or customer has balance below this amount, for those customers also system will not send customer statement. Okay, you can set an amount here, and if customer has balance below this amount, For those customers, system will not send this customer statement. And also, if you tick this option, less than option, the zero and negative tick boxes will inactivate it. If you untick, again it will activate, and this price amount will inactivate. If you tick less than, that zero and negative tick boxes will inactivate. And if you untick this option, less than option, again zero and negative will activate. Okay, from here you can select to which customers you want to send out statements, and you can send the statements. Click next. And click send statements. Then system will email this customer statement. So by using customer statement run, without selecting manually, you can select all customers, and you can select uh, specific period transaction and email to your customer. Okay, if customer request that their statement, you can easily send customer statement from this customer statement run. And especially sometimes they may ask that for audit purposes, your customers may request the confirmation. So in that case also, you can use this customer statement run to send their statements or confirm the customer balances. Right, now you can practice this customer statement run. Go to customers, reports, customer statement run. When we are implementing our system, we have set some settings. So you can practice those settings also. Now, for an example, you can set this customer statement run, email signature, and this statement messages, those things you can change from here, and you can practice. Okay, next we will move to next report, list of customers. From this report, you can generate customer list of customers with customer balance. You can view customer name, customer category, whether that customer is an active customer or not, contact name, telephone number, and customer balance. From here, if you have foreign customers, you can view that customer balance in customer's currency. And by clicking this customer line, you can view customer statement. And also in that report also there are few options. First, you can select customers, or if you don't select any customers, system will display all customers. And you can select customer categories. And from report options, you can select summary or detail. If you select detail, uh, in addition to customer name and balances, system will display contact details, delivery address, postal address, fax, mobile, email, and credit limit, sales rep, and default price list. And also, if you tick this show user defined fields, system will display user defined fields. If you tick this show user defined fields, system will display user defined fields. These user defined fields you can view if you take user defined fields option. And also these reports you can export to PDF, CSV, Excel, or these file formats you can save this report. Right, now you can generate this customer listing report. You can view number of pages in this report, and you can navigate to that pages by selecting here or by clicking these arrows. Right. Next, we will move to sales by sales rep report. Now, in this system, you can create your sales reps, and you can link sales rep to your customers, or when you are processing transactions, you can link that to your sales reps. From here, you can link your sales rep to that invoices, and you can generate sales by sales rep report. From here, from report filters, you can select sales rep, and you can select sales type, item, accounts, or time. Now you can see when you are invoicing, there are 4 types: item, account, time, and bundle. From here, you can select that type, and when you are generating the report also, you can select that sales type. And from report options, you can select date range, monthly, quarterly, yearly, or custom date, or all, and you can generate the report. And from style, you can select summary or detail. And if you select summary, you can view one line for one sales rep. Okay, one line for one sales rep, and you can view total quantity, total cost, total selling price, GP amount, and GP percentage. And grand total also you can view. Furthermore, if you want to include credit notes, you can tick this option. Then the system will display, or system will include that if sales rep has any credit note, it will include in the report. You'll generate detailed report. Now, if you select detailed report, system will display transaction wise. Now, in summary, one line for one sales rep, but here you can group by sales rep, and each transactions will display here. And if you tick include credit notes, system will include credit notes, and these minus figures are credit note values. And now when you are generating this report, this gross profit and total cost available. Now there are two cost method: average cost and last cost. uh, if you want to generate this report based on last cost, you can tick this option. Then system will calculate this gross profit based on last cost. Now if you go to list of items, you can see this average cost and last cost. This first item average cost is 100, last cost is 120. Now if you select use last cost, now when you are generating this report, system will take 120, and system will calculate gross profit based on that 120. And if you untick this option, use last cost, if you untick this, system will calculate uh, gross profit based on the average cost. And if you have solved this item, system will calculate based on this 100. Okay, now you can generate this sales by sales rep report. Right. Next, we will move to this sales by customer report. Actually, we have missed that report. Now, from the sales by customer report, you can generate each customer-wise sales. From here, from report filters, you can select your customers, and you can select active, inactive, or both customers, and you can select customer categories. From report options, you can select date range. And if you want to include credit notes, you can take this option. And from style, you can select the summary report or detailed report. Now, in this report, you can view customer name, transaction date, transaction number, quantity, and total selling, and grand total for this customer. And also for all customers total also, you can view from this report. Okay. Transaction date, transaction number, description, quantity, and total sellings you can view. And if you generate that detailed report, you can view the transactions with line items. Now, if you solve two items in one invoice, you can view that line items from this report. This item details also you can view from here. Now this invoice has two lines. You can view those two lines from this report. If you select detail, you can view with line items, and if you select summary, you can view only transaction. And if you select that detail, you can view that each transaction date, transaction number, description, each line item and quantity for that line item, and total selling price. Each transaction total you can view, customer total you can view, and all customers grand total you can view from this report. Right, now you can generate this sales by customer report. In my reports, you can see that quantity has 3 decimal places. Sometimes in your reports, there may be 2 or 1 decimal places. This is because of this in company settings, we have set 3 quantity decimal places. Therefore, this report will display 3 decimal places in quantity column. And currencies also based on this regional setting currencies. And if you have rupees or RS, uh, that currency will display in the report. Okay, next we will move to customer balances, days outstanding report. From this report, you can generate customer outstanding. You can select run at date. As at this date, customer balances will display. And you can select customers, or you can select all customers. You can select customer categories. From status, you can select active, inactive, or both customers. And from style, you can select summary or detail. First, we will generate this report. Right. Now, if you select summary, you can view one line for one customer, and you can view age analysis, that current 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 plus days, and total due also you can view. Okay, you can view customer name, 120 plus days outstanding, 90 days outstanding, 6 days outstanding, 30 days, current period, and total due amount you can view. And if you select detailed, you can view each transaction wise. Now here there are two transactions, invoice and receipts. Minus is receipt value, and invoice value in plus values. Here also uh, there are few invoices, and if you have more than one invoice outstanding, system will display all invoices transaction wise. You can view if you select detail, and also you can view each customer total outstanding. And also here now there are two options: exclude customer with zero balances. If you tick this option, system will not display zero balance customers. Now here this customer has zero balance. This customer has CLM1 has zero balance, uh, but this customer is displaying outstanding statement because this customer has outstanding invoice as well as customer receipt. We haven't allocate this receipt to outstanding invoice, therefore this invoice still outstanding status, therefore this customer will display in the outstanding report. Now if you tick this option, exclude customers with zero balances, those customers, zero balance customers, will not display. Now we will tick this option and refresh. Okay, now CLM1 customer not available. We'll change, or we will untick this exclude option again, and we will search. Okay, now you can see CLM1 available. Now if you have allocate that unallocated receipt to invoices, those customers will not display in the report. Now you can allocate from allocate receipt, the customer, refresh. Now you can see left side there's a outstanding invoice, and right side there's an unallocated receipt. If you allocate this receipt to invoice, this customer will not display in the outstanding statement. Right. Next, display balances in the customer's currency. If you have foreign customers and if you tick this option, system will display those foreign customers outstanding in customers currency. Now you can see here different currencies available because that customers, this report will generate based on this customers currency. And also some customers has minus balances because they may be paid advances or payment. Therefore, that's some customers balances in minus figures. And also, if you take this option, use foreign currency, system will not display grand total. If you want to take this option, system will display grand total. If you tick use foreign currency, system will not display grand total. And if you untick, will display the grand total. Okay, now this customer has any invoices and receipts. Now there are plus values and minus values because we haven't allocated that receipt to invoices. Therefore, this customer has very lengthy report. If you allocate those transactions or if you allocate that receipts to outstanding invoices, you can get the net outstanding amount. Okay. Now here you can see that some credit note also not allocated to invoices. Therefore, invoice and credit note both transaction will display here. And if you allocate that any credit note to invoices, those invoice and credit note both will not display. So it's better if you can allocate all unallocated transactions, then you can get clear idea about your customer outstanding. Right, now you can practice this customer balances, this outstanding report. After that, you can take a short break, and also we have shared uh, some user manuals. You can download that user manuals. Okay, we'll start by 2:30. Okay, next we will move to customer statement. Now this also very similar to previous customer statement run report, but you cannot use this for customer statement run or to distribute to your customers. Right, next report is customer transactions. From this report, you can generate customer-wise transactions. From date range, you can select the date range, monthly, quarterly, yearly, or custom date all. From customer drop-down menu, you can select customers. From category, you can select customer categories. And from status, you can select active, inactive, or both customers. In addition to that, from this transaction type, you can select these transactions: credit note, customer adjustment, customer opening balance, customer receipts, customer write-off, and tax invoice. If you tick this use foreign currency, system will display transactions in customer's currency. You can generate the report by clicking View Report. In this report, you can view customer name, opening balance, as at this report date, date range, and transactions in this period. You can view opening balance, transactions, closing balance, and movement for the period. And if you untick this use foreign currency tick box, and view grand total. And also, if you want to select only particular transaction type, you can select from that transaction type drop down menu. Now you can see, you can view grand total. If you untick use foreign currency tick box. Now, if you want to view only customer tax invoices, you can select this tax invoice and you can refresh. Then system will display only tax invoices. Okay, like that, you can select date range, customers, or transaction types from this drop down menu, and you can generate the report. And also, if you want to view only customer receipts, you can select this customer receipt and you can generate the report. This report also transactions grouped by customer name. You can see all transactions grouped by that customer name. Now, if you select the customer, that customer has customer receipts, and this customer also has opening balance and transactions and closing balance movement for the period you can view. Right now, you can generate this customer transaction report. From this report, you can view each customer transactions, or you can filter by transaction type. Okay, next we will move to customer codes report. From here, you can generate particular period customer quotations. You can select date range. You can select customers, customer category, and you can select active, inactive, or both customers. And from document status, you can select accepted, declined, pending, expired, or invoice quotations. And if you tick this option, use foreign currency, you can view transactions in customers' currency. Now you can view that quotation date, quotation expiry date, quotation number, customer reference, customer name, exclusive amount, tax amount, total amount, sales rep, and status. And if you untick this option, here some customers in customers currency, and if you untick this option, you can view the grand total. And I think you can remember there are a few status in quotations: expired quotations, invoice quotations, overdue quotations, like that. Accepted quotations, declined quotation, expired quotations, invoice quotations. There are few status. You can view or you can filter based on that document status. Now, if you want to view only accepted quotations, you can select this accepted pending quotations, and for follow-up, you can select pending quotations. And you can select expired quotations and discuss with customers again and re-send the quotations for those customers. Okay, next report, customer codes by customer. Now, in this report, you can view customer quotations grouped by customer. Okay, now you can see customer available, then transaction or quotation. After that, quotation total, you can view. Now, in this report, these quotations grouped by customer. Now, in previous report, this is a list of quotations. There's no grouping. And this second report, codes by customer report, those quotations grouped by customer. And also there are a few options. You can select customers, customer category, and from report options, you can select date range, and from style, you can select summary or detail. Status, you can select accepted, declined, pending, expired, or invoice quotations. And if you take use foreign currency, you can view transactions in customers' currency. And now we will select detailed. Now, if you select detail, system will display all line items in that quotation. Okay. Now, if you select summary, you can view only transaction totals. But if you select details, you can view what are the items in that quotation. Okay. The difference between those two reports is previous one, customer quotes report. In that report, you can view list of customers or list of quotations. But in second report, quotes by customer, previous report, you can view list of quotations. Now this report, quotes by customer report, you can group quotations by customer. Okay, now you can generate those two reports, customer quotes and customer quotes by customer report. Okay, next we will move to sales orders report, customer sales orders report. Now from this report, we can generate customer sales orders. We can select date range. We can select customers, select customer categories, and you can select active, inactive, or both customers. From document status, you can select pending or invoiced or all sales orders. And if you take this option, use foreign currency, you can view sales orders report in customers currency. You can view sales order date, delivery date, document number, customer reference, customer, exclusive amount, tax amount, total or inclusive amount, sales rep, and status of that sales order. And here also, if you untick this option, you can view grand total. And here you can see that status, overdue or pending. Now overdue means pending is you have sent the sales order but delivery date not reached. Overdue is you have sent the sales order and reached or expired that delivery date. Right. Next report. Customer sales orders by customer. This report also you can generate for a particular period. You can select customers and customer categories, and you can select status, customer status, active customers, inactive customers, so both customers. And from style, you can select detail or summary. And from document status, you can select pending, invoiced, or all sales orders. If you select summary, you can view transaction-wise sales orders. And view each customer-wise sales orders you can view from here. And this is grouped by customer. Now, if you select detailed as style, you can view each sales order line items. So here you can view line items of in that sales order. And here also that difference between customer sales order reports and customer sales orders by customer report. Now in customer sales order report, it's a list of sales orders, and customer sales orders by customer report is grouped by customer. Okay, all sales orders grouped by customer. Previous report, it's a list of sales orders. Here also, if you untick this use foreign currency, you can view the grand total. Right now, you can generate this customer sales orders report and customer sales orders by customer reports. Okay, next report, customer invoices report. From here, you can generate your customer invoices. You can view transaction date, transaction number, customer reference, customer name, sales rep, due date for payment, anticipated payment date, exclusive amount, tax amount, total selling price, and total outstanding. Here also you can select date range, customer category, status, and if you want to include credit notes to this report, you can tick this option. And if you want to view transactions in customer's currency, you can tick use foreign currency tick box. Now we have ticked this include credit notes. Now here you can see CRN numbers, that minus values, those are credit notes. And some transactions total selling value is that total outstanding is lesser than total selling values because uh, that transactions or that invoice has paid by partially. Now this invoice total value is 50,000 but total due is 42,500. Sometimes there may be partial payment for this invoice. If you untick use foreign currency tick box, you can view grand total. And if your customers has promised to pay any particular day or if anticipated payment date available, you can view that anticipated payment date. And also by clicking these invoices, you can view the source document or original transactions you can view from here. You can see that there's a like that. You can click that link and you can view the source document. This report also you can export to PDF, Excel, or CSV, or you can print or email. Right now you can generate this customer invoices report. Okay, next, customer unallocated receipts. Now, when you are generating your customer balances days outstanding report, in that report there may be some unallocated transactions. So in this report, there are invoices, credit note, receipts, customer adjustments, those transactions available. Uh, these all transactions display because we haven't allocated that transactions to outstanding invoices. Now, if you have any unallocated receipts in your system, you can generate this report and you can allocate. Now, in this, customer has unallocated receipts. So you can use this report for identify unallocated receipts, and you can go to allocate receipt option and you can allocate your unallocated receipts. Then you can generate a very accurate outstanding report. Okay, if you select this report, customer unallocated receipt report, you can view each customer's unallocated transactions. Now in this customer, there are receipts, credit notes, customer adjustments not allocated to invoices. So you can generate this report and you can go to the transactions, customers transactions, allocate receipts, select the customer, and you can allocate unallocated transactions. For that purpose, you can use this customer unallocated receipts report. Okay, now you can generate this report, and also this report also, if you click this link, you can go to source document. Right now you can generate customer unallocated receipt report. Okay, next report is customer communication report. From this report, you can view what are the emails you have sent to your customers. You can select customers, customer category, and you can select date range. And you can view the report. Now from here, you can view transaction date, sent from, sent to, that customer name, recipient email address, type, what are the transaction, and document number. If you have sent any invoices, quotations, you can view from here, and by clicking that transaction, you can view the document. So if you want to view what are the emails you have sent to your customers, you can use this customer communication report. Okay, now you can check this report. Okay, right. Next, we will move to this special. Now, when you are implementing the system, you may enter opening balances, but later you will found that entered opening balances incorrect. In that case, you want to change your customer opening balances. So you can use this special and adjust opening balance option feature to change your customer opening balance. Go to customers, special, adjust opening balances. Select your customer. After you select your customer, if balances available, that balance will display, or you can enter or you can change new balance in here. And also you need to enter reason why you are changing this opening balance, and you can set the opening balance as a date. After that you can save. Okay, select the customer. If customer has opening balance, system will display. And if you want to change the opening balance, you can enter new balance and enter the reason why you are changing this customer opening balance. Sometimes maybe due to user mistake, or sometimes due to audit entries, you need to change that customer opening balances. In that case, you can use this special feature for change the customer opening balance. After that, you can save. Okay, now you can practice how to change your opening balance. Okay, next we will move to time tracking module. Now you can use this feature or add-on module if you are in service industry, uh, or if you are providing any services to your clients. For an example, if you are providing consulting services or accounting services, you may allocate your staff to your clients, and you can enter that staff working hours in these timesheets. And after that, end of any particular period, end of the month, you can invoice, or you can convert that timesheet into an invoice. Okay, first you need to enable this or activate this time tracking module. Go to administration, my profile, click upgrade, enter one in this time tracking, click next and finish. Then you can activate your time tracking module. Okay, after you activate your time tracking module, you can enter transactions for this time tracking module. Now Here you can enter your timesheet. After you enter timesheet, you can select that project and customer. And if you have already entered timesheet for your customers, you can go to customer transactions, customer tax invoice, click add a tax invoice. I'll open with the customer with time tracking timesheets available. Now, if you have, now you can see there's a button add time entries. If you have select customer with time, this button will activate. Okay, I'll change it again. Now there's a button add time entries. If you select any customer with time sheets, this button will activate. After that, you can click this add time entries, click invoice time, and you can select projects or date range. Then available times will display here. By clicking this create invoice line, you can convert that time to invoice, and system will calculate the all time values for this customer. Okay, you can view that how many hours, what is the rate, and total amounts you can calculate, and you can send this invoice to your customers. Okay, especially security firms. Now, for an example, for Sampath Bank, there may be branches. There are several branches, and you are providing security services for that Sampath Bank, and you can create this project as branches and task as your security officers, and you can enter that their working hours in this timesheet. After that, end of the month, you can invoice your uh, time to your customers. And especially now, assume you are providing accounting services. Okay, you have several clients, and you are providing accounting services, and you will send accountant or accounts executive, finance managers to your clients, and each staff has a rate. Okay, now for an example, accountant per hour or per day, there will be a rate. Then accounts executive has rate. So when you are sending your staff to your clients, you can enter that their working hours in this timesheet. After that, you can, now here you can select project, customer, and task. You can enter working hours. After that, system will save this time, and you can invoice this time to your customers. Okay, manually you don't want to select how many hours that employee has worked, so directly you can enter your timesheet, and you can convert that time to an invoice. Okay, right, first you need to create users. This users is who are the users you can handle that projects or tasks. Okay, now project is a branch kind of thing, so who are the users can access to these projects you can create by user. Okay, you can create users from here, and you can select what are the projects he can enter transactions. Next, task. From here you can create tasks. Now from here you can create, if you are providing accounting services, you can create accountant, finance manager, accounts executive, like that. You can create task name, task description, and rate for that employee, and what are the projects you are allocating this staff, you can assign. After that, you can save. Next, projects. Projects is it's like a branch. You can select your customer and you can enter project name. After that, you can enter. Now, for an example, if you are providing consulting services for your clients, there may be agreement. How many hours your staff should work and what is the agreement value? Those things you can enter here. After that, that project name you can enter, description, start date, that your agreement start date and end date. If your client has sent purchase order for this agreement, you can enter that purchase order. In you can create a project budget, project enter budgeted project hours, or task based. You can create the budget and you can enter budgeted hours and budgeted amount, and you can enter billing details, that based on fixed cost or project rate per hour, user rate per hour, rate, task rate per hour, like that. You can select billing method and you can create a project. And if that client has different locations, you can create as those location as a project. Okay? And after you create tasks for this project, you can view that project task from here, and you can view who are the users allowed to this project. Next, timesheet. You can enter your working hours, your staff working hours here. You can select the project. As first, then system will calculate total hours. And after that, you can go to invoice and you can bill to this customer. Okay, like that, you can enter timesheet. So next week we will discuss. We will start transactions for time. This time tracking module. Okay, and also we have shared some user manuals you can go through, and if you have any questions, please ask in the next session. Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, here then.
Thank you, sir.